The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room earlier on. Their job is basic tonight. Get a win on their home court. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Anthony Simons. Avdia is out there with Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. Brent, this should be a very intriguing matchup. Both these teams feature some very athletic players.
Well, if we get out in transition, Kevin, there's definitely some top 10 moments that are going to come up. A bunch of high flyers on both of these rosters, and we expect to see a lot of airtime from these players tonight.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now, here's Avdia. With the floater, draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Brent, with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
On the free throw, no good. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future. Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Now here's Edwards over Sharpe. Edwards can't hit.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
The shot's good from Simons.
Toughest three on the floor. No biggie for Simons.
Simons against Conley. To the paint, looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And finished off by Gobert.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Ayton. Simons against Conley. Fires from 14. And it's Simons missing.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
McDaniels finds Conley. Here's Edwards. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
To the wing right side. Kamara. A three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Conley. Sharpe again, Randle. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. Randle down low. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, it's strong and it's athletic and it's left-handed, so tough for guys to adjust to that. Randle, tough matchup.
Back to Simons. Ayton a screen on Conley. Simons, the pass to Ayton. Over Gobert. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Simons.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to Ayton. Back to Sharp, tipped away. It's stolen by Edwards. Sharp with it, picked up by Edwards. Back to Ayton. Sharp with it, Edwards defending. Here's McDaniels, drops in the breakaway layup.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland, trailing by 4. Avdia against Randall. Simons from outside. They get it again, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA, and Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Simons, the pass to Sharp. Here's Kamare. McDaniels defending. Pass to Sharp. Launches a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Sharp's got 6.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Conley kicks to Randall. Gobert against Ayton. Here's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now, here's Sharp. He has 6. Here's Kamara. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Hey, Brent, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
The first one falls. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And he can't hit the second. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Grant's checked in. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Bounce pass from Randall. Randall with a screen for Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Ayton. And rebounded by McDaniels.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Randall from outside. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Avdia. No good on the shot. Randall with some nice D. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Sharp. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Let's go. Get down. Two left feet there.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards.
Timberwolves substitution, number 9, Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Avdia, the pass to Grant. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Took a substantial hit there, and Grant able to finish. Wow, that was a bump.
Second personal foul.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
Minnesota making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And once known for his defense, Jeremy Grant has become a knockdown three-point shooter. Brent, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's really opened up some lanes for him as a player to do more, become more complete. I mean, his slashing game has come along. He's been a better rebounder. And if you foul him, he's going to cash in at the free throw line.
Now here's Randall. Clock at 4. Gobert with a screen for Randall. And the rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Sharp against DiVincenzo. Avdia, the pass to Sharp. Randall against Avdia. Another shot. And Ayton with the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Gobert with it. Over Ayton. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Avdia. Back to Sharp. Minnesota with the rebound. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Here's Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Well, Randall, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Outside, Avdia. Ayton sets the pick for Avdia. Pass to Ayton. Moves back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
No good on that one. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Catching up on the changes for Portland, Kamar is checked in, and Scoot Henderson subbed in for Anthony Simons, and he sinks the second. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo against Henderson. DiVincenzo passes to Clark. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Dante DiVincenzo with a real nice team-first play.
Pass to Ayton. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Ayton's got 7.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Randall with the teardrop, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And how about Randall just collecting and absorbing that hit and still fights to get his shot off.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Avdia. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Edwards, he's checked in for Clark. That free throw good from Randall. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Miller's checked in for Randall. Pass to Klingon. Inside, stolen by Reed. Miller finds Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shoots over Grant. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And that's 11 points for Anthony Edwards. Grant on the wing. Over Miller. Grant, that's good.
Nice control by Grant through the tough mid-range jumper. That's a shot of confidence.
Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. To the middle, here's Reed. Poked loose.
Fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Thybulle on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Grant for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Miller, the pass to Edwards. Now Reed. The baseline J off the mark. Here's Henderson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Henderson's got the game tied up here for Portland. It's all tied in Portland. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Here's Henderson on the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the 4 slot.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
DiVincenzo finds Alexander-Walker. Pass to Reid. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards. And the jumper is good. Edwards got 13.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Grant with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Henderson. Minnesota with the rebound. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Timberwolves ball.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Minnesota making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Here's Alexander-Walker. Knocks it loose. Reid the pass to Edwards. Edwards with another miss. And for Portland, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Pass to Henderson. And it's Thibault in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Grant for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And here's Reid. He's covered by Grant. Reid with it. Reid with a screen for DiVincenzo. The 3 doesn't get it to drop for him.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Naz Reid at the line for 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Yeah, Grant not flustered with that, staying with it, around the basket, ignores the defense and scores.
Edwards kicks to Ingles. For 3. Reid with a screen on Henderson. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Well, you want to chase him off the three-point line. DiVincenzo able to settle in that time.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Attention fans. Now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. We have a bunch of t-shirts to give away. And we're looking for the loudest fans in the building.
Minnesota making some changes. Miller comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clark in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Thibault. Edwards' shot is good.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
They set the pick. Henderson passes to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Klingon. Tries again. Back to Grant. Shoots over Reed. No good from Grant.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Henderson against DiVincenzo. There's the screen. Looking to end the run. Klingon at the elbow. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
DiVincenzo with it. Klingon defending.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant, coming over and is so quick off the floor, swats that one out.
To the inside. Here's Klingon, defended by DiVincenzo. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Miller with the ball. For 3, Edwards. And that one is off. Trailblazers trail by 6. Henderson looking it over. Five to shoot. Here's Kamare. Misses the 3. And the Timberwolves with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Miller kicks to DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Henderson. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Pass to Miller. Over in the corner, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Grant on the wing. With some arc. The shot will not fall. Minnesota leading by 4. Miller the pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by Grant. Here's Thibault. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Avdia. Drills the three-pointer. Avdia's got 7.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Simons against Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen by Henderson. Here's Avdia. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
We should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kamar is checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Randall outside. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. 6 to shoot. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Here's Kamara. McDaniels defending. Inside. Right block shot. Sharp finds Ayton. It's good. Ayton's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland. Timberwolves shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota.
Number 4, Robert Dillingham.
Conley finds Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Now Dillingham connects from three-point range.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Sharp. He's got 6, right wing. To the paint. Here's Avdia. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
That free throw, good from Avdia. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Conley sets a screen for McDaniel. Randall outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside Conley. Shoots over Simons. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Conley.
And Conley, such a high IQ. When the mid-range opens up like that, he goes right up without hesitation.
Here's Simons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Michael Conley picks one up. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And the first one drops. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt, Anthony, one of those guys really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. But in the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break.
A few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
Pass to Alexander Walker. McDaniels with the ball. 1:29 left to play in the first half. Stolen. Right side, Avdia. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Dillingham. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Had the space there, but it's offline. Pass to Simons. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And Portland again with the bucket.
Most of Simon's shots are inside or outside. I don't know what other side they could come from, but he can hit from anywhere.
Randall, a screen on Simons. Dillingham. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Trailblazers leading by 9. 32 seconds left now here in the second. Simons surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Ayton the pass to Sharp. There's the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Here's Dillingham. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Sharp the pass to Avdia. Got it off in time. Danny Avdia. He's been the guy making things happen for the Trailblazers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Denny Avdia.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Here is Edwards after the Trailblazers pick up 2. To the middle, here's Conley. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for Mike Conley.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here is Conley. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Michael Conley picks one up. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Free throw good, Simons. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Mike Conley. And Simons drops them both. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
And denied at the rim, but they call the foul. Whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line.
DeAndre Ayton, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Ayton hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
The Timberwolves shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And he's good on the second. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Sharp. Simons with a screen on Edwards. Edwards against Sharp. Clock at 6. From the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's pretty tenacious. DiVincenzo just taking that intense defense and sort of stepping aside.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo.
And DiVincenzo, I think, is starting to take a lot of pride in the fact that he could do a lot of little things for the basketball team that add up. He scores, he can get some rebounds and get some assists. He's a weapon.
And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Simons kicks to Avdia. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Denny Avdia. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Avdia. Both free throws good from Avdia. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Now Edwards. Back to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. Outside for Randall. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
The Timberwolves have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That free throw good from Randall. Both free throws good from Randall. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Ayton sets the pick for Simons. Pass to Kamare. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Sharp trying to break free. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he might be as old school a center as you're going to find. Ayton thriving in close now.
Randall dishes to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Simons, the pass to Ayton. Outside, Avdia. From deep. The three-pointer is right on target. Ayton's got 16. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Now, here's Avdia. 17 points in the game. And there's the drive. No good on that one. Randall with some nice D. DiVincenzo against Simons. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Trailblazers leading by 7. Pass to Sharp. There's a screen. Back to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Ayton. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 18 points for DeAndre Ayton. Randall against Avdia. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels.
Alexander Walker.
Portland leading.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear
into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Randall, up and in from the low block. Randall's got 4 this quarter.
And the muscle and the intensity there from Randall showing off, and he converts through contact.
Sharp finds Simons. Ayton a screen on DiVincenzo. 3-pointer, Simons. Minnesota with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Randall against Avdia. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Good on the 3-point shot. Simons has got 13. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Now, here's Simons. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. And it's Simons that time on the assist by Avdia. Avdia's got 4 assists in the game. Edwards with it. 22 points for him. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Edwards makes it dueling 3-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
Avdia kicks to Ayton. Simons up top. There's the triple. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Ayton finds Avdia. It's stolen by Edwards. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards. Edwards with a tough shot.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Simons, the pass to Ayton. Here's Simons, a 3-ball. Good on the triple. Simons has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And Anthony believing in himself that time, just 0 hesitation on that, Jay.
Randall against Avdia. Now, Alexander Walker. And the rejection by Ayton. Sharp against Edwards. Ayton. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Shaedon Sharpe. Clark, he's checked in for Minnesota. Ayton hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's DiVincenzo. He has 5. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Randall. Defended by Avdia. Avdia against Randall. Just 2 to shoot. Shoots over Avdia. The baseline jumper goes down. Randall's got 6 here in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. And here is DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Randall outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
4 for 9 from the floor with that miss. Trailblazers leading by 13. Left side Simons. Henderson passes to Ayton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now here's Randall. He's got 11. Clark sets a screen for Randall. Here's the 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark for the Trailblazers. Klingon, he's checked in for 8. Robert Williams comes in for Avdia. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Anferny Simons. Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Here's Henderson. Count it from 12. Henderson's got 8 points.
Look at Henderson embracing opportunity. Nice to see a rookie not avoiding the mid-range.
Pass to Dillingham. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Portland leading by 15. Grant outside. Henderson right side.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Henderson. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 15-point game.
And a quick release from Dante there just in time so the defense had no shot at him.
Henderson passes to Williams. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Williams a screen on Clark. Grant in the post. He's against Clark.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
And the first one at the line is good.
We talked to most of the coaching staffs around the league. What is the first thing they think about with Jeremy Grant? And it's that athleticism that comes to mind.
And Grant drops them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
He's got his 4th free throw of the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
Henderson with it. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Portland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Reed, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Minot in at the power forward position. Trailblazers leading by 11. Pass to Grant. Back to Henderson. To the middle. Grant at the elbow. 6 to shoot. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Henderson kicks to Williams. Pass to Grant. It's Clark with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. Now DiVincenzo. Henderson defending. Reed with it. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Williams. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Thibault, the pass to Henderson. Now Klingon. Outside Williams. Henderson with the screen for Williams. Pass to Thibault. Here's Klingon. And he makes that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Over Thibault. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Klingon. Back to Henderson. Grant against Clark. To the paint. Here's Klingon.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Delano Banton's checked in for Portland. Minnesota also making some changes. Garza's checked in, and Dillingham subbed in for Clark. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Klingon. Here's Banton, and stolen by Dillingham. Edwards with it. He's covered by Grant. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Doubled by Conley. Here's Grant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And Grant doing a great job. Just bounced off the contact there and then finished off the shot.
Simons, he's checked in for Delano Banton.
At the line for one, Jeremy Grant.
The free throw drops for Grant. Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside Edwards. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And here's Anderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. On the wing, Williams. Drops one in from the wing. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Conley dishes to Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Reed against Williams from 6 away. Bounce pass from Reed. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Trailblazers leading by 16. Pass to Grant. Now Klingon. Simons kicks to Grant. The tray. And it's Simons missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Dillingham, covered by Simons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Robert Williams.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
For the Trailblazers, DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Williams. And Shaden Sharp subbed in for Jeremy Grant. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Ingles is checked in. That one is no good. Portland leading by 15. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Avdia. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Conley kicks to Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Ingles has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that.
No.
Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
and getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
Back to Simons. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And Portland making a change here. Kamar is checked in. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. Outside, Avdia. Off target with his three. Timberwolves trail by 13. Inside.
Randle, tough guy to guard here as he uses that frame to earn another trip to the free throw line.
Second team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Portland leading by 12. Here's Simons. Fires the three. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And I'm going to watch the coaching staff to see how many times they're going to call Anthony Simons' number with the way he's got it going here.
Randle, a screen on Simons. And here's Conley outside. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Portland has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Good on the bucket. Defenders
want to get physical with Simons to try to offset some of his athleticism. It doesn't always work.
Gobert against Ayton. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Avdia. Sharp on the wing. Minnesota with the rebound. And here is Conley. Randle finds Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Avdia. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Dillingham's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Randle. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
That's a good try on defense, but with a scorer like Randle, it's just not enough.
Ayton a screen on Randle. Randle against Avdia. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton sets the pick for Avdia. Elbow shot. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Dillingham. It's deflected.
And Sharp reportedly a 7-foot wingspan. You saw it in full effect on that block.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Edwards against Sharp. This one for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside, Avdia. Lets it go from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And Portland has possession. 13-point lead. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a tough play from Simons that time. And he's going to get an extra shot to boot here at the free throw line.
Throw good, Simons. Timberwolves trail by 16. Randall down low, defended by Avdia.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Randall. Now, here's Sharp. Here's Simons. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Edwards. Misses in close. The Trailblazers shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Pass to Kamare. Back to Simons. Clock at 6. Here's Kamare. He's defended by Randall. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the and-one opportunity.
Free throw good, Edwards. So it's Portland now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Conley against Simons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simons has got 29 in the game.
Tough to slow down the momentum that Simons has here. Just powered through on the drive.
Here's Edwards. Portland grabs the miss. Sharp's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Here's Kamara. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Anthony Simons.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Outside, Simons. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. McDaniels kicks to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Avdia. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Sharp against Edwards. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now our player of the game, Anthony Simons.